Hey guys, Dr. Decks here. Tonight, I'm at Home Depot trying to check out those holiday deals, those Black Friday deals. I think we're right in between where they got a bunch of stuff sitting out. So let's go inside, check it out, and see if there's anything worth buying tonight. All right guys, so I get 10 feet into the store and I stumble upon this right here. Now, they're claiming this is a $695 value that you can pick up for 99 bucks. I mean, just the 10 millimeter sockets and the ratchet is worth, in my opinion, the 99 bucks, because those are the ones we always lose. We're always losing the 3/4 inch and the 10 millimeters, right? Those are the things that always fit. But this thing has quite the collection. You can have your 1/2 inch drive, 3/8 drive, and your 1/4 inch drive. Sign's kind of hiding some of the 1/4 inch drive stuff, but if you need a ratchet and socket kit, it's a pretty sweet deal. It looks like it comes in drawers. So you get this case like so, and then the drawers pull out and then you get to all the tools. So for $99, I think that's quite a value. I think I would purchase that for 99 bucks if I needed it. Okay, let's go deeper and see what else we can find. Oh, when you're in a pinch, these have saved me more than $10. They're a gimmick. Some people say they're a gimmick, but I really have saved myself some frustration. Not every time, doesn't work every time, but for $10, it's not a bad price for a speed out kit. Great stocking stuffer. Okay, last year I bought a set of these. Okay, these are Defiant 3-pack lumen headlights. All three still work, and all three still have battery life. So I haven't had to replace the batteries in a whole year. So that was a deal, and for 10 bucks, they're like $3.33 each. I use these because during daylight savings time especially, like first thing when we get to the job site in the morning, it's still kind of dark. We put on a headlamp, and definitely by 4 p.m., it's getting dark, and just for cleanup purposes. And then after that, I have to load like materials or tools or something for the next day. Definitely need headlamps for that. This is just a really cheap way. You can throw one in every vehicle. I throw one in the forklift and the Bobcat, whatever. My forklift headlights aren't working right now, so I just pop one of these on my skull and off we go. Looks like also you can get a 3-pack of flashlights. Ooh, try me. That's pretty bright. Again, these are throwaways, man. For $3, they're kind of throwaways, but not a bad price. Okay, and then what I've noticed, this bin here is pretty empty. And I'm kind of like, well, why is this bin empty? Mini rechargeable magnetic utility. Okay, so you can clip it to something. Try me. How do I try you? Well, there's a magnet on the back. I can see that. There's also a clip, and it's adjustable. So it's rechargeable. Lithium-powered rechargeable batteries integrated. 3 different modes. I'm still trying to figure out how. Oh, here it is. Okay, I get it. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, that's bright. Holy cow. All I see is 16, 20 dots. Sorry, studio man. Oh, we got disco. So we're just gonna keep walking down the middle aisle here, and then we're gonna get to some of the power tools because Studio Man came and checked this out earlier and talked to some people, and we gotta share some news with you. All right, man. Next stop, right here. Okay, so I always have tin snips in my kit. I have a red, a yellow, and a green. So they're aviation snips. You have a left cutter, a right cutter, and a center cutter. I usually use the center cut, but I noticed that RR Buildings, my buddy Kyle, he uses these green ones all the time. He's got like 1,000 pairs of them. They're only $12.97. So that's not a bad price. Again, not throwaways, I'd say. They're a good quality product, and I probably wouldn't have a problem using them. I think I have actually a yellow set in my toolbox, the same brand, same exact tool. Not a bad price for $12.97. Look at this, guys. Was $29.98. Now that, I hope that's not elevated, but they're selling them for $12.88, and there's only 2 left. So that's probably a pretty good deal, just for some like a shallow, small parts organizer for your whatevers. You know, it's not a bad deal. I'm kind of on the hunt. I'm not really into tumblers, especially when the lids fall off. We'll leave that one for somebody else to pick up. Not you. That was nice, Calvin. Not a super fan of Ryobi stuff, but it looks like somebody is, because some of the stuff is empty already. And these displays have only been up a day or two. So let's go down to the Diablo thing. Let's see what they got. Okay, so this was what I was looking for, because last year they actually had a little bit bigger display that they had before, but they are offering two 7 1/4 inch 24 tooth blades for $12.88. That to me is like, those are throwaways, which is great. So you get two of them. You can always, especially since we've been framing in this aluminum framing lately, I go through a lot more of these blades, because you might want a job or something like that, or when you do demo, you're only spending $6.50 for a blade for your saw that you might trash, you might hit some nails, whatever. It's not a budget breaker. And it's that good Diablo, really sharp teeth. I mean, these are basically only made for wood, but if you hit a nail or two, it's not gonna kill it. So that's a deal. I think this is a deal. I remember when diamond grinder blades were like $40 a piece, and now you can get two for 20 bucks. So these are only $10 each. I think that's a deal. Everybody should have a grinder with some diamond tooth blades in their kit. And there's also a 16-piece high-speed spade bit set for the same price. Those are right down here. I still have some from last year, but again, it's the same kit basically. Goes from 1/4 inch all the way up to 1.5 inches. So that's a pretty sweet deal for 20 bucks. These kind of things I would always consider purchasing just to have a spare set. Now, I've read some comments lately, like some guys like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the after Christmas sales and stuff. If I don't need it, I ain't buying it. That's one way of thinking about it. For me, I always like to have a little bit extra. I have doubles of everything in my trailer, especially blades. So that's why they're so important to me. So like I always buy where are the jigsaw blades? They're hiding. No, they're not. Where's this? I want this, and it's gone. They're gone. They're all gone. Everybody beat me to it. I always buy those. So maybe we'll come back and see if we can get some, or we're gonna head over to the competitor to check them out. But this right here, I think this is probably one of the best bets of this whole sale going on, is you're getting all these jigsaw blades for $12.88, if they had any. Okay, again, bought one of these last year. They're usually $50 for a hole saw kit, 30 bucks. That's a deal. I highly recommend this. I have one and I still use it. And it's been a year and it's still doing great. There's a couple of them that are worn out, so I might consider purchasing another one and kind of making a Primo kit or keeping a Primo kit, and then maybe having some backups. I don't know anything about pack out. I don't use pack out. I know it's with a lot of you guys, it's a very popular storage system. So you can get the rolling toolbox for $159 and different size pack outs for different prices. If you're into that, or you need a new way to move your tools around and store them, that's pretty sweet. I like this. I've never seen this before. Oh, it comes with a case too. That's cool. So you're always needing micro screwdrivers, like for finesse work, small stuff, small fasteners, eyeglasses, things like that. 20 bucks for a high quality Milwaukee brand with a case. I would probably buy that for a stocking stuffer. And then they also have some insulated screwdrivers, which are kind of cool if you're into electrical or do a lot of electrical work. Let's see what, are these all Phillips? You get a Phillips number 2 and a slotted. What's the other one? This is electrical fasteners. So it looks kind of like, I don't think I've ever used those screws before in my life, but they have a screwdriver for it, so I gotta get this. I'm gonna carry this one with me, okay? For all you electricians out there, this one right here, right? Can I get a holla? Now somebody, are you kidding me? Somebody bought all the multi-tool blade kit, 8 different blades plus a carrying case for 40 bucks, and it looks like there's some metal cutting blades in there, so that's where the value comes in on this $40. And that's probably why there's none left at all. And that really sucks that they don't have any of those, because I would have bought one. Let's go make ourselves happy. Hey, remember that tool carrier I was telling you, the DeWalt one for 12 bucks? This one's a double the size, but it's 20. So I think for $12, that's probably a good deal. This is a double-sided one, but to me, that looks like an accident waiting to happen. So now we're at the tool section. We're in the DeWalt section. Lately, they've been my jam, right? I kind of like that brand, but I'm not impartial. If there's a tool that makes my job easier or something that's specific that will help me get the job done, I'm gonna go with that particular tool, not because it's black and yellow or red or blue. I just happen to have a lot of black and yellow. There's a special going on right now that do you remember what it is, Studio Man? Super savings. Oh, okay, so if you buy one of the kits on top, then you get a free tool with it. So if you this is one thing that kind of got me. You can spend $199 to get 2 batteries and a charger, and then they'll give you something that has more value than the batteries, which is like this compact brushless router or the planer kit. I think it's tool only. Oh, it is. So all these are tool only, or you can get a flex volt battery. There's some pretty sweet deals going on in Home Depot right now with the DeWalt tools. Yeah. So, go ahead.
What do you recommend?
Do you mind if we put you on camera? Go ahead.
What do you recommend for a good tool for the best value?
Best value? Good tool for the best value?
What brand?
What brand? I own a lot of DeWalt.
Yeah.
So I think DeWalt's a solid brand. DeWalt, Makita, and the big 3, DeWalt, Makita, Milwaukee. Yeah. Depending on what you're doing with it and what kind of tool you need. I like DeWalt because they have so much.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's built fairly well, so we don't break it a lot.
Yeah.
Some of the other brands we've broken, but then you got to choose it depends on your battery platform.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're gonna have a lot of tools, like we have 2 battery platforms for work. We have DeWalt and we have Metabo. Metabo's over at the competitor store across the street.
Yeah.
DeWalt's hard to go wrong with, in my opinion, but Makita's also a really good brand.
I have a battery of a Makita, and I don't know, I'm trying to switch over to DeWalt or Makita, so I don't know.
It's a tough choice. It's a tough choice, and I mean, you can do both. It's just you gotta have separate chargers and separate platforms. You can't interchange the batteries. They may make an adapter. I've seen a couple guys on the internet with different adapters and things like that, but I'm not sure if that suits you. So
depending on what type of application you're using.
Yes, yeah. What do you use? What are you doing mostly?
Electrician?
You're an electrician.
Yeah.
So I know that Milwaukee actually has a lot of electrician-based.
Milwaukee's just like everyone has it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be unique.
You want to be unique?
Yeah.
Then if you want to be unique, I'd probably look into Makita. I don't think you can go too wrong with it, or DeWalt.
Okay.
Yeah, one or the other. But if you already have a certain amount of batteries, see, that's where they get you. The tools are cheap. It's the batteries that are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
And every time you lose a battery, it's like a small funeral at our job site, Like you bury it and you say goodbye to it and you pet it, because it's sad. I've had the best luck with batteries with DeWalt over the last 20 years. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Thanks so much.
You're very welcome. All right, have a good one. All right. Just here to help, man. So what I was saying was, we talked to some of the factory reps that were here the other day, and they said they've discounted almost everything. Not everything, but almost everything has been discounted to one way or another. So now is a good time to get into the store. Don't wait till closer to Christmas. We did that last year, and we were shocked at how much all the end caps and everything shrank because everybody's buying stuff. Whenever I come to a display and I don't see anything in the display, I want to know what was in there because somebody is buying it for some reason. Either that or the employees of the store are tricking me. I personally wouldn't buy this. I'm a big battery guy. So these 2 tools must have been in here. And they are, they're highly coveted because there's super security. Like there's anti-theft devices. Gimme. There's anti-theft devices. So what they've sold is this one right here. They say it's a 457 value for 169 bucks. I have one of these actually, and it's a great little impact. I would say it's a medium duty impact, but you could probably pull a lug nut with it, no problem. Okay, and then tool only stuff. I just bought this. I used it today. Somebody asked me to do a review on this. We're gonna ask DeWalt if they'll ship us one so we can do a review on the cutoff tool for you. I'm not big on one-handed grippable Sawzalls. I like to have like both hands on that baby, man. It's not like I'm filming and cutting at the same time. But this is a cool tool right here. It allows me to get into narrow spaces in between joists that are close together and still make my cut. As a matter of fact, today I removed this handle off the top of this saw right here so I could have a smaller depth of cut. And it actually worked perfect for what I was doing with it. I was cutting in between a ladder blocking with joists, and I had to cut the joist, and it's all aluminum, so it's hard to cut. And I was able to get the saw in between a 6-inch gap, which I've never been able to do with any skill saw, hypoid, rear handle, whatever you call them. Didn't happen. This could be fun. I don't know. It's a table. 3-second setup. Let's test that. Should we take one apart? And no, okay. I don't want to get kicked out of the store. I just want to share my love and devotion to you guys about tools. Okay, here's the deal. Let's compare. So I just bought 10 of these. You get 2 DeWalt Atomic 25 footers for $19.88. I believe the Fat Maxes cost a little bit more, but one thing is I like the Fat Max because the outside of the case is flat, and I can put a sticker on here and be able to make notepads. I have these notepad things that FastCap makes. I stick it right on there and we can write notes on it. The one thing about the Fat Max, there's all these different types of Fat Maxes, and the one thing I found that's the trigger for why they're more expensive is there's a clear plastic covering. And on this tape, it goes to 4 3/4. Can you see that? Depending on the quality of the tape measure, sometimes they're deeper and sometimes they're shallower, but you can kind of see this one right here. Oh, okay, cool. So, but here's my 2 cents why it doesn't matter for a deck builder. Because these tapes are going to be trashed in about 6 months or less. Because we're always outside, it's always raining, we're always in the dirt and sawdust and all that crap. You put this thing away. You put this thing away wet once. Say that 5 times fast, and you get abrasions on it, and it rusts. If we get 6 months out of a tape measure, I don't care what kind or type or brand it is. We're lucky, so I don't have to have the Primo Fat Max. I can get by with just these $10. Well, I think I paid $12 a piece for them or something like that. So you can actually get the DeWalt tapes for a little bit less money. Let's see where their standout is on. Oh, they don't even have any. They don't even have a plastic protective sleeve. Funny thing is, Stanley Black & Decker owns DeWalt and Stanley. They're basically owned by the same company. They just make different types of tapes for different types of applications. I think I would probably go with, I mean, I love DeWalt, but I'd probably go with the SB&D for the win. Because you got that little protective end, because this is the part of the tape that takes most of the abuse. You know, that 20-foot mark isn't always coming out of the tape. That first 6 inches always is, right? There's your tutorial for today. And that concludes our DeWalt section of this video. $24.97, this is not a bad price if you just need some bits and a couple nut drivers and things like that. I gotta be honest, man, I bought a bunch of Makita nut drivers with magnets in them for our aluminum framing, and they have been the best nut driver that we've used because we haven't lost the magnets in any of them, and we've done an entire project. Every other brand, every other type falls apart. So we're just gonna do a quick walk around and see what else there is here that I think is a really sweet deal. All right, here you go. Oh, this is not a bad price either. Okay, so if you need some extensions that'll attach to your impact driver, and that you need like a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1/4 inch drive, and 2 different lengths for $7.88. That's like $1 something each. That's a deal, man. Like, buy me. If I had more time, I would go buy these right now. And for those of you that aren't savvy on the tools, and maybe you come to our channel to just chill out and relax, but you're still like own a house, you can get a basic homeowner's toolkit. It's not gonna have all the premium stuff in it, but I bought one of these to put in my RV because there's just has all the stuff. Like there's a hammer and a knife and a torpedo level and a crescent wrench and, you know, needing those pliers and screwdrivers and all that stuff. Even a tape measure. Tools. I don't know if this is a deal or not, but I bet you this feels really good. And I'm not even on my knees. And it feels all of $15 to me. So that passes the Dr. Decks test. But we'll respect the store and I'll put it, I'm sorry, this just came off. I didn't rip it off. Dr. Decks was here. what I'm looking for in a drill bit set. This is great, 30 bucks, whatever. There's not a 1/2-inch bit in here. No 1/2-inch bit, no buy. No buy. Stay. All right, now we're getting close. 20 bucks, no 1/2-inch bit. No 1/2-inch bit, no buy. So here's the next best bet. We didn't get the Diablo oscillating blades, which are totally, can I say, they're totally awesome blades. Oh, these are titanium, multi-material, titanium charged. I don't even know what that means. Does that mean you get another 10 minutes out of them? I don't know. We're not gonna find out, but for 25 bucks, it might be worth it. So maybe I just come in here with a bunch of money and buy all these things, and then we do like individual tests on, okay, so if you guys, first of all, subscribe, hit it right now, okay? We're going through a lot to get this information to you. Second, if you guys wanna see me come in here and buy all this stuff and then use it on site and do videos of all these deals to let you know if it's the right thing or we think it is a bargain, comment below and tell Studio Man what you think, and we'll consider it. Boy, it's kind of spendy for some safety glasses. And you can't really put a price on safety, so I guess that's the deal. If it saves your eyes, it's worth it. We're gonna skip the next aisle because somebody's in it. Okay, come on. We'll come back. We'll come back. Man, I remember so many years ago that you couldn't get a laser, let alone a green laser, for 99 bucks. So if you're new to the laser game and you need something cheap, there you go. Hey, and if you can't afford the high-end stuff, there's nothing wrong with Ryobi, okay? I know guys that use it professionally, so I just don't. I'm not on that battery platform, so if you guys heard me talking to that guy earlier, you know, you really got to choose a platform, a battery platform that you want to use and build on. I wouldn't be buying multiple different brands of tools and then trying to charge every single one. It just isn't efficient. 2 4-amp-hour batteries for 80 bucks is kind of like, yeah, I guess I could do that. Here's a little wire brush set for 18 bucks. I mean, really, it's not a bad price for what you get. DeWalt clothes, if you're into that. Okay, whoops. This is what I invested in. So these are usually 25 bucks a piece at the Tool Corral, right? You can get, right now, you can get 2 for $24.88. It's basically, they're taking half price off. Okay, it's got 4.5 stars. I'm telling you, these tapes are gonna be trash and unrecognizable. As a deck builder, you're not gonna get the lifespan out of these. They can take a beating and keep on ticking. Just go get some. You're gonna have to speed that up. We'll get to it. Oh, that's a 35-footer. Oh, now you're gonna do it? I think we talked about this last year. This brings me back to about my 12-year-old self. Man, this is like the old school. I should probably get one of these for nostalgia reasons. All right, there's another display with nothing in it. What is it? It's an 81-piece drill drive set with tough case. There's no way that's worth 120 bucks. But there's none. There's none left. So how do I miss on that, man? Dang it. But I got this. And the best part, it's only $8. It's actually less than $8. I'll put it down and we'll come back for it later. Hey man, cheap chisels. If you need some chisels, there you go, $10. Here's some more pack out stuff, if you're into that. So you pull this down, you pull this out, and then you got all these dividers in here. I don't know. I kind of like my DXL system. They don't even have that here though. Okay, here we go. You can see there's a lot of these here because most people don't realize what they are. But if they did, they'd probably buy one, right? These are deep well impact rated sockets. And if I didn't have any of these, I would get these. But since I got them, I'm not gonna. But for 34 bucks, I mean, I think I paid more for that at Harbor Freight, guys. I paid more for my set at Harbor Freight than they have it right now at Home Depot, $34.97. Were you impressed that I remember that price? I am. I can't endorse this company or this brand. There's only one level in my opinion, and that's Stabila. Buy Stabila. It doesn't matter how much it costs. It's the best. And that's the only thing I use to level my decks with. Oh wait, we got one more aisle to hit. Until I saw those people over there, I didn't realize they were blocking our aisle, man. I'm pretty sure this is I'm pretty sure this is the aisle. I would have remembered this. These are, get that crap out of my face. These, I don't care what the price is. I know this is gonna be a deal. Get 3 press and flip knives, fastbacks for 20 bucks. I'm in. Milwaukee, good job, because that's a deal. I'm gonna put these up front because that's where they belong for that price. I'm surprised they're not all gone yet. Again, 2 tape measures, $20. I'd still go with the Fat Maxes though if it was me. If it was me, I would skip the red and I'd skip the DeWalt ones, sorry DeWalt, and I would strictly go with Stanley Black & Decker Fat Max. What are these? Ooh, oh, these are cool, man. Oh, I saw somebody, they got them in metric and standard, man. They're cool because they're the most versatile socket that you can use. Man, I gotta get me a set of these. And now I see they got them, oh man, I gotta come back and get these. So, I still didn't tell you really why though. You can hook a crescent wrench to them and turn them that way as well. I thought that was a really cool feature. I have a really sweet snap-on quarter drive set. Like I'm a snob when it comes to ratchets and stuff. I don't use that at work though. That's only for my personal home use when I'm working on my cars and stuff. But this is a really cool little quarter drive ratchet set. Well, they still want 50 bucks for it, so it ain't cheap. But it ain't cheap pimping, guys, so there you go. If I came in here with a wad of $100 bills, I'd buy this, and I'd buy one of each of these. These are sweet. They got some open-end ratchet. Oh, are these like... No, okay, these are just regular wrenches. They're 20... No, how much are these? Well, I don't have a price on these. Oh, they're 50 bucks. Those are a little spendy. Hey, man, I'm gonna buy my crew some of these because they've been using my gloves, and I won't wear them again. When somebody else wears my gloves, that's it. Like, I don't want them back. You can keep them. But it makes it really easy when you hand everybody else stuff that's not the same as yours. So for 20 bucks, you get 6 pairs. So that's $3.50 a pair. That's pretty cheap. I bet you these are gonna go quick. All right, well, let's keep. Here's a couple batteries for 80 bucks. Seriously? They can't be. Those are 3 amp hour. Yeah, these are 3 amp hour. Okay. I'd say, man, if you needed some batteries too, but that's a deal. That's why there's only one left. Where are my wire snippers, man? I'm gonna take these. Those are sweet. Oh, and then you got your $99 impact driver. So that's kind of a deal. And looks like they're high demand because they're under lock and key. There's a nice impact set for 100 bucks. And they're bigger drives, up to 1.5 inches. All right, guys, that concludes our visit to Home Depot for holiday deals. And just so you know, this video is not sponsored by anyone. So I hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon if you want to be notified when we're putting out new content. And don't forget, we are selling some cool t-shirts for Christmas as well. They're just Dr. Deck's original shirts. So if you want one of those, don't forget to click the link below and get yourself a couple t-shirts for the holidays. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a great day.